entertain you on a giant screen with a few colorful motion pictures you've been hearing about and reading
It's
about.
showtime, folks. Enjoy the show.
We're delighted to have you with us.
The drive-in theater
You'll find something to please you to add to your evening's enjoyment.
Is pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. You're tuned into the Drive-In Speaker Box podcast, the best in movie reviews and news and all kinds of fun stuff for you. It's 8 o'clock. It's Monday night. It is October 13th, and I am your host, Bo, the boom operator.
And I'm the extra slick doggy, the grip.
Whoa, extra slick tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, yikes. What does that mean?
I don't know. It's just fun.
Okay, just lubed up and ready for tonight. So, all right, well, if you are new, if you're joining us, if maybe this is your first time listening to the podcast, well, we do this live. We do live. That's what we do. You can tune in over on Twitch or Facebook Live or YouTube. You can sub for 51 months like Vince just did over on Twitch. You can get on that Twitch pre-show that happens before the live record. Well, I mean, it's live. It's just not this recording. So, just do it. You can find all those things on our link tree, driveinspeakerbox.com. But with that said, we're going to be talking about movies tonight. I went and saw Tron Ares, the one that we've all been waiting for, right? That we've been just eagerly anticipating the new Tron Ares. Thanks for the other sub, Furious Apology on Twitch. But I caught it, and we're going to talk about it.
I think the box office numbers at the end of the show will debunk some of that.
Well, we're going to talk about them too. That'll reveal a lot of things. But we're going to tell you a lot of stuff. We're going to tell you what's coming out in theaters this week. We're going to get you caught up in the news. And let's go ahead and get in on that, because there was everybody was talking about like some other con. There's always like a con now, like all these release cons and this con and that con. But there was a new con that came out, and people are talking about different things that were released. One of them was It, the Welcome to Derry at New York Comic Con this week. And just more trailers, more news, more whatever. I don't know. Do you care about this? Is this too scary for you? Did you watch the It with the Bill Skarsgård?
No, I've seen little clips of it and everything. I watched most of it, I think, when I was still working at a bar at nighttime. It was on TV. It's never like had that much interesting stuff going on for me.
Not even the children orgy.
Yeah, that's kind of especially not my scene.
They didn't put that in the movie.
No, it's not in the movie. It's in the book, yeah, because it's supposed to symbolize the loss of innocence and the coming of age and everyone, truly growing up after they initially defeat It.
Let's celebrate.
I like the Tim Curry It character portrayal, but I never liked that miniseries or movie, whichever you prefer to call it.
Yeah.
And then the new one, it's just, it's not really my thing, my kind of horror. I like some other Stephen King stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Stephen King has written...
Christine's fun.
Yeah.
Cujo is terrifying. Langoliers gave me nightmares.
And did you watch the miniseries of Langoliers? It was okay until you actually...
It was a miniseries?
Yeah. It was
it was a sci-fi show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good until you actually saw the Langoliers, and they look like crappy 90s CGI Pac-Man just eating up the rest of the world.
Well, in the movie, they looked like critters. They were critters in the sky.
And just chewing up the world. And The Stand is awesome, if you've ever watched The Stand. And yeah, I mean, on The Long Walk, we talked about that recently. That was a Stephen King novel. That dude has just written some stuff. And we're going to get more It, I guess. What else did I... There was something else I thought I saw. Oh, news of Apple Plus dropping Plus. Hulu's now Disney... streaming service. Netflix wants to buy Warner Brothers. What is going on in the world of streaming?
consolidation.
I can't. If you listen to the last week, was it last week where I got so infuriated about my Alton Brown Discovery Plus
Yes.
Amazon switcheroogie?
Yeah, because that's when I was trying to say that, get ready for your Hulu to go away, because they started that process a week or 2 or 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, at the end of September. So that migration has begun.
And I think Max is also getting away with the they're implementing the whole like IP address tracking for home networks and all that stuff. Somebody told me I don't.
Yeah, no, there's
subscribe
not
to
enough
Max,
people
so.
watch HBO. It's HBO again.
Is it?
Oh yeah, it's HBO. I think it's HBO Max. But
Who knows?
They
Or cares?
reverted because everyone shat on it being Max there for a while. But
Can we just go back to pirating?
what does HBO have that's worth watching anymore?
I don't know.
'Cause after-
I don't know. I've lost so much track of what's on what. I don't even care anymore.
Dude,
stopped.
I canceled some of my streaming. I've gotten rid of Hulu and Peacock.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Yeah,
Nice
dude.
job. I mean, that's one of the reasons I love the theater. Everyone's like, "Why do you go see a movie in theaters all the time?" I'm like, "Well, because I know what's there. I know I'm like, I want to go see this movie. I'll go see it in the theater where I go see movies, and I don't have to go, oh, is it on this Plus Max add-on pack? Do I have it on HD? Did I upgrade to have no ads? Did I, get out of here? Albert on Twitch asked if I mentioned Alton Brown. That was in a previous episode where it was either pre-show or during the actual show where I was mad because
I think it was during, when we were talking the news.
The nutshell version is I had purchased on Amazon a few years back the entire Good Eats, like all 10 seasons, right? It was very expensive. And then when Discovery Plus became their own streaming network, they were like, well, Amazon, you can't have this. You got to subscribe to Discovery Plus, which I was like, well, that sucks. So I just subscribed to Discovery Plus. But then I went back recently to go watch it on Discovery Plus, and I'm like, well, you got to go buy it on Amazon because now it's back on Amazon. And I'm like, I already bought it once, but since it's left Amazon and then come back, you lose your ownership rights of it. So
I still think that would be worth an email. Night Ashley says she canceled everything except Netflix and Crunchyroll. I have Netflix, but I almost never use it. I have HBO, which I probably should get rid of that too because I don't use it. But it has AEW and DC animated. Maybe I'll keep that.
Because I have way too many now. I have Shudder, I have Night Flight, which I never watch, but I pay for because I love what they're doing. I have Prime, of course.
Yeah, I got Prime. Prime's the one that makes sense because it's part of
the shopping.
Just having Prime. Yeah,
I have Netflix.
Plus here on Twitch.
I don't have Hulu. I don't have Max. I do have AMC as an add-on inside of Amazon, so I can watch the Interview with the Vampire. And I think that's it. Oh, I have Discovery Plus, obviously, but now I need to cancel that because it doesn't have Alton Brown.
Yeah, I have Netflix, HBO, Dropout, and I use my brother's Crunchyroll once in a while to watch some One Piece.
Vince asks, what's Night Flight? So Night Flight is a very small streaming service.
You see that? Movie Albert's friends with Alton Brown.
Oh,
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Dude, I used to watch original Good Eats. And
If
this guy's
if
cool.
you do talk to him, ask him how the barrel pick of the Pinpoint bourbon barrel that he got when he was playing in Tulsa, because I gave him 2 of my barrel picks. Ask him if he tasted any of that, because I'd be curious to know. But Night Flight is so there was an old TV show. It was called Night Flight that used to come on, but they resurrected themselves as a subscription-based service that is all these super obscure weirdo stuff. Like Night Flight is just bananas. Basket Case. You've got all these weird Tetsuo the Iron Man there. Brain Damage.
That's
Society. Cool. What else is it looking like they have on here? I mean,
there's cool stuff on there.
Yeah, dude. It's the zombie movies, Night of the Demons, Maniac. Like Night Flight's pretty cool. And one of the other cool things they do, kind of like Shudder, they have like the live TV, and it's just they pick it for you, and there's just always just something playing, which I think is really cool. That you just go in there and it's just something wacky, it's something weird, and it's always playing.
There's something
takes
about
the guesswork out of it.
Yeah, there's something about flipping channels that streaming doesn't have, because it's like flipping. You're like, what's this? Or like, oh, check that out. I love this, and you stop. Right, like. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
so it's only $4.99 a month.
Oh, dang.
I do the yearly. It's $60 a year. I just pay every year, and it's just some bizarre stuff. So Night Flight, if you want a weirdo streaming service, Night Flight is pretty awesome.
Yeah, well, that's like I like having Dropout, because instead of trying to find all the clips or full shows on YouTube, it's like $7 or $8 a month, and it's actually. It has fun stuff on there that I actually do want to watch. Unlike Netflix, where I'll spend more time scrolling than whatever I find to watch. I'm like, oh, I scrolled for 2.5 links of a movie to watch this one movie I've seen 100 times already, and I'm upset about it. But speaking of streaming, here while we're still talking news, it was put out there that Netflix is trying to buy Warner Brothers, same as Paramount. However,
fight.
CEO of Netflix said that that's not the case. He said you shouldn't believe everything. There's lots of weird rumors that go around with mergers.
But are there, though?
He said that Netflix has got to where they are because they're builders, not buyers.
Pretty sure Netflix got to where they are because they started buying a lot of movies that other people were making.
Well, but not going to buy a whole studio. But the people that really are out there bidding on Warner
Remember
Brothers.
that time when they were like, hey, guys, stop downloading this X-Men Wolverine movie because it's not even close to the final cut. Like, don't just the one that's out there.
The only
is
thing
not
missing
even...
was one texture.
Yes. And they're like, look, guys,
scene.
trust us. We're corporations. We're here for you. And
we forgot to click render on Blender, and the scene's not done.
Yeah, that was the reality.
It was one guy that goes, and they're like, see, it's different.
It's totally different movie.
Well, but what really is out there happening is Paramount is bidding, and they bid $20 a share. And Warner Brothers Discovery is currently valued at $17.10. So they're worth $42 billion at $17.10 a share. And Paramount bid $20 a share.
Do these companies even have this money?
Warner Brothers goes, nah. They said that's not enough dollars.
You know, that is like such an unfathomable amount of dollars. And these companies are like, oh, we're struggling right now. Like, what? That more than a billion, multiple 40 of them,
billion
40 billions. What? You know, I mean, okay, let's say, where's my calculator? Can my calculator even hold this many numbers? So if we say, let's say that Tron Ares, which is considered a flop, had $180 million budget. So you have 42, that's million, and then billion divided by 180 million. You could make 233 Tron Ares flops and still be,
Yeah, so what Paramount's bid to purchase WB was just under $50 billion. 49.122807 billion bucks. And they're worth 42. So that's $7 billion earned. And Warner Brothers was like, that's a no from us.
Nah, man, we don't need that. Because, you know, I mean, the people that are selling it, who are the people that profit from that sale? Like, when there's like 6 people, is it like 100 people? Is it one guy that's sitting on like a pile of dead baby bones that he's turned into some sort of floating hover chair? Like, what?
How much of that is something that they're in debt for or whatever, too?
Well, right. It's not even their money. They don't get it. It's the dead baby bone floating chair in, you know, China or wherever they owe money, or the Ukraine, or who makes a lot of money or a lot of movies these days? Where do we film all these things? Australia, Canada. It's the Canadian Film Board. They're actually like the super evil, like nefarious corporation. Everybody thinks it's nice. It's the Film Board of Canada, who always helps everybody out to make their movie, but at what cost? You know? The Film Board of Canada is awesome, by the way. Not to truly throw shade on them, they're amazing. So if you ever want to like do some fun movie watching, just look up the Film Board of Canada. They're awesome.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Talking about movies that there are too much of. Mortal Kombat 3 has been announced. Already.
Again?
No. This is Mortal Kombat 3.
What?
It's still 7 months until the rescheduled release of Mortal Kombat 2.
Mortal Kombat 2 is the one with Johnny Cage, Carl Urban.
Yes. And
It's
still another 7 months before it comes out because it was supposed to come out in August, and they rescheduled.
They're that confident that this is going to be...
Oh, yeah. And they released Johnny Cage versus Baraka, some of that scene right now. I did not watch it because... Baraka is usually one of my go-tos in the game.
Is it on YouTube?
Oh, I'm sure.
You want to watch it?
Warner Brothers put it out there. Maybe that's why they're turning down $7 billion. They're like, listen, dog, we got MK2 ready to roll, and we got MK3 in the pipe. Dude, this is not something that we're willing to sell.
Wait, well, I'm just seeing official trailers. I'm not seeing.
I'll find it.
I want to play it here. I want to play it. Oh
No,
God! Look at this! Look at this
I'll
garbage.
I'll find it and send it. We don't need to.
Here's a 14-year ago fan film that we could check out here. Why don't we check this out? This is versus Baraka.
Wait, come on, guy.
Oh, look at this! This is probably going to be better. What is that?
Turn it off.
No, why? We're not gonna.
That's not Baraka.
Is that Blanca?
That's
Blanca Raka?
That's more Blanca than Baraka, yeah.
14 years ago, people were still doing fan films like this. Look at this crap. 14 years ago, they didn't have the CGI they have now. They had sticks. So they had to do real karate moves.
14 years ago was 2011. They had plenty of good CGI.
I don't know what the hell this is, but it's terrible.
Now this doesn't look good enough to be Bat in the Sun. Bat in the Sun would make a much more better looking Baraka. And usually they're not going to do two people from the same property. They have different properties fighting
there
each
he
other.
comes with the knives in his hand.
Yeah, with the
Okay.
Deadpool swords.
So stupid.
Also, movies that don't need
Mortal
sequels.
Kombat Rebirth? What was that?
I don't.
Was that a movie that we forgot about?
It says Mortal Kombat Rebirth, Johnny Cage vs. Baraka, so it seems like that was the
Mortal Kombat Rebirth, 2010. Okay.
Short film.
Oh, it was terrible. A short film.
I don't know what that picture of Michael Jai White is. Oh,
He's
wait.
in it.
As who?
Jax.
Oh, that's cool. You should always have Michael Jai White as Jax. I love that idea.
Yeah, so that was Johnny Cage versus Baraka from that film. But yeah, I mean, they got Michael Jai White in that.
Dude, if you're going to have an action movie, if someone's going to be
Jerry
fighting...
Ryan in that? She was Sonya Blade.
Dude, 7 of
7
9
of
was
9?
Sonya Blade. That's awesome.
I need to watch this movie.
They did some cool stuff and some real bad stuff.
Okay, well.
Yeah, dude, if you're going to have an action martial arts movie, get Michael Jai White and old dude British guy that's in everything now, but
Old dude British guy?
doesn't get enough of his respect. The guy, he was the fat German dude in the last John Wick.
Does he do karate stuff?
Yeah, he's a martial artist. He's awesome. And I would have his name if it was any other day. He's not an old dude. Old apostrophe. Old dude. Not old dude.
Not an old dude. Okay. Well, I don't know. Moving on.
It doesn't matter. It does matter. He's awesome. But in Jumanji 4, we're getting a fourth Jumanji movie. They're about to start filming.
I like that was your like non sequitur. You're like, anyway, karate, Jumanji 4.
No, sequels that we don't need. Mortal Kombat 3, Jumanji 4. And I got another one lined up after this.
God, another Jumanji? Jumanji 5?
No. So Jumanji 4, they're starting filming, and it's set to release December 11th of next year.
What happened to Jumanji 3?
They're going to have it
what happened to Jumanji
filmed,
3.
edited, CGI'd and ready to exhibit.
How much do you think this is
barely over a year?
How much do you think this is just AI generated? They're just going to be like, "Hey, ChatGPT, make Jumanji 4," and it'll be like, "Okay, making Jumanji 4. Stand by."
Or maybe when they say start filming, that just means with the actors, and they've already been doing all of the CG work.
And it's
for
just
it.
The Rock riding a hornet instead of a bee.
Of course, The Rock's going to be there. I didn't realize there was already 3 of these turds. I thought.
Yeah, I forgot like what the third one was, because the second one was like we're in a video game, and then,
right,
and then the next level. That's the one that just came out like in 2019.
No, is that not the video game?
No,
one?
Welcome to the Jungle was Jumanji the video game, and in the sequel to that was Jumanji the next level.
No,
look, it's right there. I just typed it in the
what was the
smart box.
What was the first of the 3 called?
Jumanji?
No subtitle?
Wait, are we talking about?
No,
I thought Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle was a sequel to the original
they're
Jumanji.
calling it Jumanji 4 because of original
Jumanji. Yes.
Don't include original Jumanji with your horse shit. Don't do that. That's upsetting. I was thinking purely the bullcrap movies. I was not thinking Alan Parsons, or is that what his last name?
Alan Parsons Project?
No, what's his last?
Yes.
It's Parrish. Alan Parrish. Don't include Alan Parrish. Keep my Alan Parrish name out your MFing mouth, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Which, dude, have you been seeing the downfall of Will Smith and how it just continues to spiral and his whole family's going with him?
I think like a month ago I watched that clip of him.
It just keeps getting worse.
Did you see the clip of him doing the freestyle?
I heard it.
Oh well,
we
do because this is movie news because he's a movie star, and if you've not seen the Will Smith freestyle, it's something else, man.
There's movie news, and then there's like being TMZ.
It's
I don't want to be.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I legitimately thought there was like
let me see
the 4 was just talking about the poop movies and not including the good Jumanji.
Oh, let me see if I can find.
Which is not a thing I should have to say. I should just say Jumanji, and you know that we're talking about the good one.
Fire in the booth. Oh man, I gotta pull it up. It's so bad. Can't be worse than the Monsters Today theme. I don't know.
That's true. That's 100% true.
It's pretty bad. All right, we're just gonna pull this thing out here. Here it is.
What if we get our video blocked because of this?
Okay, I like this.
Oh, it's so bad.
Got me a little nervous. I know that I be on some other shit. I know that I'm different. I be on some y'all don't understand it. I don't mention it. Made it to the top of Hollywood without a membership. Killed them in July, then I switched to my December shit. I be overcoming shit that y'all
Will
be
Smith's
having
not supposed to
trouble
cuss
with.
in
Let
his
'em run
rapping.
their mouths. I mean, really, that's what come with this. They built a wall, but I'm jumping it and loving it. They want me to be done with it, but I'm still having fun with it. Writing songs, writing checks, writing history, righting wrongs, but I'm still right mentally.
No.
I go to sleep,
No, he's not.
and my
No, he's not.
ancestors
All right.
visit me. They surrounded me, gave me the vision vividly.
That's
gave me a lion
enough
to
of
protect
this.
me in this industry. Now I just walk and he
Yeah,
chew through
so
my enemies. Feel like I'm
Will
just getting
Smith's not
started. They
cussing
tried to
in his
finish
hip-hop.
me. I'm like the
We're
universe
reaction
infinite.
video
There's
news
no
now.
end
That's
in
what we're
me.
doing.
Are we?
This is the bounce back.
This is part.
Watch Will, y'all. This is the bounce back. Here come the bounce back. Keep your eyes on him. This is the bounce back. With these mics, I feel like I'm custom auto. 100 rounds of
Okay,
light, but
I'll
still
quit.
box in my shadow.
So, yeah.
Is that like what Forrest Gump says? He's like, "Yo, sure do love your mama."
I sure, yeah. Boy, your mama sure does care about your education. Yeah. Not acting like I run a Will Smith fan club, but I do think it's interesting that a large part of his success with The Fresh Prince was that he was not swearing and cussing and saying things about like shooting people and running shit because his grandma said, you shouldn't do all that cussing. You're so much better without it. And then he listened to his grandma and then became a big success, and everyone knows him now today. So being a clean rapper is kind of like the whole thing.
Cleanest rapper, no cussing.
Also, more sequels that we don't need. Minecraft 2.
Well, what do you mean we don't need it? It made billions of dollars.
It sure did, because it was a meme movie.
We're going to get...
it was a meme movie.
I'm surprised we haven't already seen the sequel.
To the point where they started letting people do the insane things in theaters that they were just going to do anyhow. Yeah. And they had special editions and sing-alongs and all that crap. But yeah, the Minecraft 2 poster was released, and it is set for a July 23rd, 2027 release. So you got to wait 2 more years to get you some more Minecraft.
More Minecraft.
If that's your thing. Hey, you know what? Something that's not a sequel, but is kind of a sequel a little bit.
What's that?
Baz Luhrmann's doing another Elvis movie. Did you see that?
No.
But it's a concert movie using found, like, uncovered footage, never released footage of Elvis Presley, and they're going to do a concert film for Elvis. Now, I don't know if they were watching...
Because money?
Dude, but it's not going to happen is the thing. Like, how many people are like, you know what, dude, I want to go see Elvis in concert in the movie theater. I don't think
Why
that's
don't they just put him in the Sphere and CGI him?
I get that Taylor Swift with this, like, concert movie thing she has going on.
Taylor Swift do a Sphere thing. Like, let's get the Wizard of Oz Sphere out of there and just
her
Taylor Swift it.
Eras tour movie, the last one that just made all this crap happen, is going to Disney Plus, and it's a special version of it going to Disney Plus. But yeah, dude, there's going to be an Elvis concert movie. And Star Punch says he'll totally see Elvis in concert. Yeah, I'm sure that you and some, like, really old people and, like, a couple of, like, really big fans will be there, but I don't think it's going to have mass appeal. I don't know that music that was pop 70 years ago is going to translate to people wanting to pay movie ticket prices.
Yeah,
I think people going to Taylor Swift movies are because they're like, I'll never be able to afford a $450 ticket to see Taylor Swift in a large city that I'm going to have to drive to, but I can afford $13 to go to the movie theater.
So Dina on Twitch threw a comment, said, nah, Elvis culture is insane. People will go. And so I agree. Elvis culture is insane. But I'm wondering, though, like, when is that generation of people going to die? And are there new generations of, like, Elvis fanaticists?
That's what I'm saying. I think everyone that will go on day one, and I don't know that it's going to be selling out any theaters. I don't think that they are going to have some sort of mass appeal and success. I think there will be a lot of people that are like, oh, Elvis movie, and then forget a bit about it, or be like, oh, $15? No, I'll watch it at home. Yeah. And then they'll forget that it ever came out.
Well, Dina says, I know a lot of Gen Xers who are into Elvis, but Gen Xers are not, that's not the generation we're trying to get money out of right now. We're needing millennials, zillennials, and the ones after them. Like, do they care about Elvis? Because that's where all the Hollywood dollars are.
Not Ashley says a lot of younger people love older music and media because things like TikTok, they don't like the long form of it. They might like the TikTok version, but you're not going to have a kid sit down and put on an Elvis record and listen to the whole thing. That's just not going to happen. And having them sit in a theater to watch this dude, and what era Elvis are they going to have a concert, like the concert stuff from? I don't remember if it said. I imagine it's going to be like 70s Elvis.
I don't know. I want it to be like crackhead Vegas Elvis.
It's from Las Vegas residency during the 70s, including featured footage from a 72 documentary of Elvis on tour and 8mm footage from the Graceland archive. And recordings of Presley telling his side of the story. So it'll be a lot like the the Becoming Led Zeppelin, I think, but more concert oriented than documentary oriented. I think it'll have little blurbs between songs or something like that. But it's supposed to be a concert movie, not a biographical movie. And that's the whole thing. I don't know that people will shill out movie ticket prices, at least not long. And I'd be surprised if it's top 7. It might crest in the top 10 depending on when it's released and what else is out there. But I don't see it being a big movie, and it's going to drop off big second week for sure.
Well, speaking of movies, let's tell you what's coming out in theaters. This is one theater. Oh, you got one more news bit?
Diane Keaton died.
Yeah, that's true. I just didn't want to get into the sad stuff.
Yeah. Which was crazy. She was 79 and she was still doing projects, man. That's wild because like
just working all the way up.
Yeah.
I mean, she was a hilarious lady. She's been in a ton of stuff. Everybody knows Annie Hall, but nobody wants to watch that movie anymore because that guy. But she's been in so many things. Just a funny lady.
Yeah.
Was in 2 movies in 2024. She was working all the way up until this past year. So, pouring out for old Diane Keaton. What was your favorite Diane Keaton movie?
I don't know that any of her movies have
Mama's Boy
ever been something that spoke to me.
I don't know. She's big. Let's see. What else was she in?
Father of the Bride.
Father of the Bride was great.
There it is.
She was in both of those.
Yeah, but I'm a Steve Martin fan though. That's the whole thing there.
Did you and you still haven't watched Only Murders in the Building?
No, I tried to when it first came out, and I just really did not get it with it.
Well, you should check it. You should give it a reason. It's pretty good.
I don't know. I like Steve Martin. I like Martin Short. I don't know that I want to sit through. I got rid of Hulu.
I'm just trying to get the last few episodes released before I can give up Hulu. Hopefully they don't kick me off of the account because I've still got 3 more episodes of this last season of Murders in the Building, and it's good. It's great show. Okay, well, let's talk about movies that are coming out in theaters this week because some more movies are coming out this week, October 17th, 2025. There is a Fathom event of note that I want to mention that's playing 2 dates this week, October 14th and October 16th. It's Trick or Treat, not or Treat. It's a really great kind of modern Halloween classic if you've never watched it. Very, very cool. Directed by Michael Dougherty. You might know him from Godzilla King of the Monsters and the Krampus movie that we both liked pretty well.
Krampus is a fun movie.
It's a fun movie. He does really good creature effects. Cool movie. Back in theaters this week, October 14th and October 16th, thanks to Fathom Events. But new releases that are coming out this week.
So we talked about it a little earlier. I have not watched that Trick or Treat. Is it like Krampus?
Yeah. So it takes place on Halloween night, and the kid that you see in the cover, that carries around that lollipop, he's like the thread between these 3 tales, right? Of these just like
heavy metal.
Yeah, a little bit, or like Tales from the Crypt, or something like that. And they're just fun. They're 3 little mini stories that all kind of woven together. Sam is the name of the kid. He takes his mask off at the end. He's got like this little evil pumpkin looking face.
Are they gore?
No, not really. Yeah, it's more. It's very Tales from the Crypty.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. Well, October 17th, speaking of horror movies, Black Phone 2 is coming out this weekend. We've talked a little bit about it. We don't necessarily like how into the Freddy Krueger verse it seems to be getting. I actually like the first Black Phone. It was a fun, interesting movie. I thought was a little bit different from something that I've seen, and then now they're pulling it right back into something that I've seen too many times and done amazingly with Freddy Krueger. So Black Phone 2 is coming out. Let's see. Vince over on Twitch says he cannot believe Halloween hasn't come yet. It feels like it's been going on for 5 years. Each year, the creep of it getting earlier and earlier is turning me more into a Halloween Scrooge. See, okay, I think you're falling into the trap that a lot of people do is associating the popularity of horror with Halloween. And, as you look around, if you're viewing our show live, you'll see that in the background, we didn't change our set for Halloween. It just happens to be a lot of horror movie stuff because the fandom is there. And, the horror movies are great any time of year. They hit extra different when it's fall, because the weather's good and it feels like horror movie outside, like all the settings of all the best horror movies. It feels like outside. And so
people, you're staying inside, and that's where everything bad
you
happens.
cuddle up with a blanket and there's a candle.
Or you're sitting at a campfire, and that's like the thing that happens,
and I think that association makes it feel like Halloween is, because more people are embracing spooky season. Quote unquote decorations. I mean, these are decorations. I wouldn't call these Halloween decorations. I mean, I like spooky things. I keep them up in my house all year round. I have skulls. I have, fall related things because I just dig the vibe. But Halloween, like with jack-o'-lanterns and things of that nature, they really only come out around October. But ghosts and ghouls and spooky, scary, that's all year round, baby. That's all year round.
Talking about liking horror movies and stuff, I do think it was funny that I was like, are any of those in that anthology like gore? And you're like, no, dude. And then we're talking about Nightmare on Elm Street, and I'll sit down and watch any of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
And that's like ultra gore, but
at times
fun,
there's some of it, like when Freddy Krueger turns Johnny Depp into just a flood of blood onto the ceiling.
It's fun.
And you're just like, oh, that was sick. That's what you get for watching football, dude.
And that's not really a Halloween movie. It's just a horror movie, and we associate those. We just like things that are spooky, man. So I think we're just becoming more and more of a spooky population. And because, to handle the fears of the world, we dive into all of that stuff. Dean on Twitch says, honestly, there's a capitalist creep for certain holidays, including Halloween and Christmas, because people are broke and more likely to buy with more time. Seeing Christmas commercials for a while. I mean, so I would say that Christmas took over. I mean, there is no Halloween stuff at all in the stores anymore. It is all Christmas now. Like almost everything in Lowe's, Home Depot, all those things. Christmas is up, and
local stores did release Halloween early. I think there was stuff out in August. For Halloween.
End of August.
Yeah.
But that's been pretty normal. End of August. September is the
Christmas
buying month.
Was already out.
And then Christmas is out like October 2. And they put it out there.
Earlier here. Hobby Lobby, it's every day.
Every day. So anyway, Black Phone 2 coming out in theaters this week. Also coming out in theaters this week with Seth Rogen, Aziz Ansari, Keanu Reeves, and Keke Palmer. Good Fortune. This trailer looks kind of fun.
It does. Keanu Reeves trying to earn his wings or whatever.
Yeah, he's an angel. I don't know if his name is Gabriel. I don't know if it's supposed to be the Gabriel. But yeah, it's written and directed by Aziz Ansari, so I guess we all forgave him. But yeah, I think, this could be good. I say what you will about Aziz Ansari. I think him and Seth Rogen are pretty funny dudes. Sandra Oh is really funny. And who doesn't like Keanu Reeves?
Nobody.
Exactly. Everybody loves Keanu Reeves. So, that's coming out in theaters this week. And kind of in limited release, there is a movie. It's one of those like family films from Sky Pictures called Grow. Nick Frost is in it. It's about this little girl who has like magic plant powers that can make vegetables grow, and she grows like giant pumpkins. So I guess like just in time for fall. So there you go. That is what's coming out in theaters this weekend. There's a lot of like indie stuff that's coming out. Truth and Treason, Urchin, Pets on a Train, The Wilderness, like a lot of stuff that we're probably not going to get and will probably hit streaming. But those are the big three that I think you will be able to see in theaters near you. So don't forget all that. Okay. Well, with that said, I guess I need to review the movie that I saw the other day. It was sad because I almost forgot that I saw this movie. I was telling somebody today, I was like, yeah, I went and saw, what did I go see?
Dude, from everything I've seen, that makes the most sense.
So it's Tron Ares, and Tron Ares, of course, is the sequel to the 1982 film, of course, but the 2010 sequel to the 1982 film, Tron Legacy. So we're here almost, 15 years later. Can't believe it's been that long since we've seen this.
Really?
I mean, it just. Why did it take so long, I guess, was the question.
Because no one wanted it or liked it. I did see that YouTuber Critical Drinker referred to Tron Ares as Tron Ares.
Well, there you go. Basically, this movie, You know what it's about. Tron is not in it, even though he was in the first movie and a character in Tron Legacy. Almost every bit of Tron Legacy was not in this movie, by the way.
A character behind a mask in Tron Legacy.
Yes.
Where-
Clue was not in this. Jeff Bridges was in this as Flynn, who I guess had uploaded himself, as godlike powers. That was actually the coolest part of the movie, because they go into an old server of his, and it looks like the old 80s Tron, because it's an old server and it's older technology, and that was kind of fun. It's cute to kind of revisit that world with the music and the kind of misty, cloudy like light beams. And
Flint was in Tron Legacy too, because he
just for a little bit, yeah,
because he was like on the other side of some bridge where Clue couldn't get to him or something like that.
And this movie, the point of this movie, if you haven't already got it from the trailer, I'll give you a little nutshell, is Jared Leto is, blue is good in Tron and red is bad. Like, blue has always been Incom, red has always been like Master Control, Dillinger, bad guy. Right? And this is no different. So Incom and Dillinger systems are these two competing rivals. Dillinger stuff is red, Incom stuff is blue, and Jared Leto is the new Master Control, codenamed Ares, that is his name, and he is like tasked with, helping the new Dillinger grandson track down what is called the permanence code. And so with 3D printing, like laser printing technology plus AI powered systems together, they can make these things in the physical world that are from the grid, but they can only last for 29 minutes. But, Flynn had the permanence code, and he could, you could create those things and they could last outside the grid forever, right? And so that was what was theoretically at the end of Tron Legacy, where Korra gets to exist like outside the grid and all this kind of stuff. So here's how it goes down. Jared Leto was both the best casting and the worst casting of this movie, because if Jared Leto had just been the Ares, like, I am a robot, I am a program that wants to be a real boy, and stayed. Because one thing that Jared Leto has going for him as a character actor is dead, soulless, like lack of empathy, having facial expressions and dead eyes. Like, he can do that. He looks like a shell of a person.
Runs a cult, dude.
Yeah, and he nails that. Like, the first part, I'm watching it, 9 Inch Nails, it's like, and I'm like, hell yeah, fucking red things, lasers, just 9 Inch Nails, like the mainframe, the grid. And I'm like, okay, what's everybody? Oh, maybe I did want this. And I was like, all right, hell yes, dude. And then like Jared Leto comes in, he's like, I am Ares, like program directives. And I'm like, what's the big deal? Okay, maybe I was going a little too far. Maybe I was overreacting. I was like, man, maybe this was perfect casting, because he is dead and soulless. And then he follows Eve Kim, who is now the sister, her dead sister. She's finding her work, who was studied under Flynn, who was carrying Incom. And she's looking for the permanence code and finds it, and he downloads her whole file and realizes that she's way nicer than Julian Dillinger, like Grand Dillinger. Diddler, played by Evan Peters, who always plays a good douchebag. And he's like, wait a minute, the person giving me commands thinks I'm expendable, but Eve Kim, she seems like a nice person. Maybe I'm on the bad guy team, and I don't want to be a bad guy because I'm a super smart AI.
That's a lot of thinking to do in 29 minutes.
Right. And, well, he keeps getting brought back. Like, he experiences the real world, and comes back, and he experiences the real world, and he, like, dies this painful death.
So the memories that he creates in the real world get to survive?
Somehow. But yes. Okay. Yes, don't explain it too hard. But I think they have a constant connection to the Dillinger server or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Don't think about it too hard. But that's when Jared Leto's character totally falls apart, because then he tries to kind of like be a quirky. He goes from Terminator to Terminator 2 in the same movie without the full arc. You know how Arnold was such a good Terminator, but in the second one, he's kind of being cute sometimes, but it's still very cardboard and stale because Arnold Schwarzenegger like nails it and it's so good. But Jared Leto doesn't. He actually just starts to look like he's a person, and it falls completely apart at that point. And Gillian Anderson, she gets killed, and then it falls even further apart because she was carrying the bad guy role. And it just gets lost in this sort of like light bike battle throughout New York or wherever they are. So, you know, so whatever city, that doesn't matter, that somehow everything is 29 minutes away from everything else. You know, that would have fixed a whole lot of their problems if they have just gotten like, I don't know, in an airplane and we're like, well, you know, Dillinger keeps sending these bad guys at us. Why don't we just get 32 minutes away from wherever their home base is? Problem solved. No one thought to do that. And that's where the moment you start thinking about this movie too much, it starts falling apart. But it's as if the writers had a really good idea and they stopped, because it's like, okay, AI, self-aware systems, you know, 3D printing technology. What if, you know, and what would happen? Would people create things for the good of mankind, or would they use them as, you know, in this case, it was like, well, we're going to make you an instant army for war. Like, think about it. He's trying to sell it to these generals, being like, think about it, a 30-minute, you know, you got this. They didn't tell anybody it was only for 30 minutes. He was just trying to get funding, right? And he had the pressure of, you know, the company or whatever. And then at the end, there's a teaser clip. If you know, spoiler or whatever the fuck, who cares? Mid-credit roll, he beams himself into the grid to escape getting caught by the feds, and then touches like the Sark disc, and then he goes, ah! And it like puts the Sark helmet on him, you know, from the very first movie. And they're like, oh man, what does it even mean? Because no one that's watching this movie probably ever saw the original Tron. So they're trying to throw all these little tiny references out and set up a sequel, but I don't know if this is going to get a sequel because it already box office opened up less than Tron Legacy.
I saw that it was tens of millions below projected estimates.
Well, and I don't know what they were trying to project, because Tron Legacy only opened up at 44 million, but I guess that was 15 years ago. I don't know what that inflation would look like.
I think the most successful part of that movie was the soundtrack and not the movie.
Well, right, but I mean, there was a lot of hype behind it because of the glowiness and the Daft Punkiness, and they were trying to sell this one the same way, because Trent Reznor is about to drop a new tour, which I got tickets to go see him in Tulsa in February. You know, and Red, and it just, I don't know, man. You know, they had an idea. It was self-aware AI. Do I want to be a bad? You know, am I a real boy? Like, you know, to be or not to be. And then Jeff Bridges just coming in and being kind of like the big Flynn Bowski, because he's like, you're thinking, man, and literally said that, you know. And I'm like, I'm going to have to go back and rewatch.
One of the programs goes into his house and pisses on his rug.
He goes, hey, man, I just want my rug, man.
I just programmed that rug, man.
Man. Just the dude abides. But, yeah, you know, Tron Legacy, Ares, I'm going to say this. I enjoyed watching this in the theater because light show, 9 Inch Nails music video, the movie. Like, you
liked watching it, but you didn't like the movie. I
liked watching it, but I didn't enjoy the movie. And because, again, it's one of those things that, you know, watching it on Netflix, on your TV or your phone while you're on your commute, you're not going to get all of those crazy animations and all of that, the big sound, and like Trent Reznor's music, like coming over a Dolby system with like red lasers and, you know, light bikes and things getting de-resed. I mean, that it's kind of fun to like sit there and I wished it'd just been a music video. If it had just been a 45-minute like trip through the grid powered by 9 Inch Nails, I would have been like, sign me up.
Like their whole album front to back with like Tron visuals playing.
That would have been awesome. Put it in IMAX, strap me in, just, you know, and it's like, I just want to rest. I'd be like, I'm here, dude.
That would actually be cool.
$20.
That would be a cool concert movie to be like, have some movie with like, cyberpunk visuals just playing, and it's no like audio or maybe like one or two spoken lines through the whole thing, and the rest of it's just album, and you're just there for it. That would be cool.
Just strapped in and just going.
It'd be
kind of like Daft Punk did with Interstellar 555.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just no words, just the album and visuals going to it with a loose narrative that's going. I mean, there is a narrative in Interstellar.
They don't have any spoken words in there?
No, not a single spoken word.
Oh, they just have like some stuff on screen that tells you what's happening.
Well, it's all just characters doing character things, running around. You see the story. The story is there.
Dude, and the guitar ship.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a good movie.
It's so good. And that's, I don't know, maybe that's what Tron Ares should have been. It should have just been no words. It should have been Trent Reznor music.
Dude, red versus blue.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I'd be there for it. But
people just getting hit with frisbees and like,
oh well, his was a triangle. Not a circle, a triangle. Because Dillinger, and he was the leader, so he had to know that his disc was better and cooler and had points on it. Yeah. And it had it was like a triangle with the tips cut out, and he pulled it out, and then it would go ching, and it would go pew, 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 because those laser parts were somehow sharper than whatever. Okay. That's like arguing the sharpness of a lightsaber.
Yeah,
does it need a point?
Why does your disc need to have blades when the disc is like
a blade?
Yeah, and it's like a one-hit kill.
Don't think about it too hard. It looks cool. So yeah, Tron Ares in theaters right now. You can go check it out if you want. And speaking of checking it out, it's time for the box office. We're going to tell you the top, number 12? That's weird. We're going to give you the top 12 movies in America. And Jake's going to tell you what came out in theaters, what's out currently in theaters, and what we paid to see. And we'll throw in some worldwide numbers for the ones that it requires. But
one thing, too, someone in the comments earlier mentioned that they had seen about the John Candy documentary that was released on Prime, and I did not realize it was out until too late. I've gotten through about half of it. It's pretty good so far. I know it's going to get to the sad part, and it's been 31 years since John Candy passed, which is crazy.
Oh my God, that is
but
crazy.
He's still like a popular figure, and that's awesome. So it's pretty interesting. It's very good. Lots of famous people talking about how cool John Candy was. I plan on finishing that later. But still, yeah, number 12, opening at number 12, Kiss of the Spider-Woman. Ooh, that's tough, J-Lo. That brought in $891,000 for Lionsgate here in its opening weekend. That thing wasn't advertised until like 48 hours before it was released. Like, well, by the way, J-Lo movie. No international opening yet, so that's where it sits. At number 11, The Long Walk, still hanging in there 5 weeks out, also from Lionsgate, brought in just over $1 million, bringing it to around $34 million total so far. I heard that Stephen King is pretty all right with that movie.
Yeah, he is. He signed off on it. He liked the ending and enjoyed it. So, and I saw it. I reviewed it. I thought it was pretty good.
And then at number 10, dropping only a single spot, Good Boy, second week out from IFC, brought in $1.4 million, bringing it up to just under $5 million total. I did see an article that said that the dog, whose name is Indy, by the way, I think that's fun.
Great performance.
He sent in a letter for Oscar consideration.
Heck yeah.
So that would be cool if he's in like the best actor category. And then at number 9, The Strangers Chapter 2, $1.6 million in its third week, also from Lionsgate. Dang, man, they got lots of like low income movies stacking. It's grossed $13.5 million so far. And then at number 8, dropping big from the number 3 spot, The Smashing Machine, second week out from A24, brought in about $1.8 million, bringing it up to around $10 million so far. Another 3.5 elsewhere in the world. So
not much.
No, I think that because I talked about it last week. A lot of people are just like, oh, can you believe it's not doing well? And then that's one of those things
yes, I can.
Where it like keeps people that would normally go see it away from it. And I think that everyone would be like, oh, I can't believe it didn't make money. And it's like, you're kind of missing the whole point of the thing. But it's not bad. It's worth a watch. At number 7, dropping only a single spot, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie Infinity Castle. $2.3 million brought in by it in its 5th week out in the U.S. 128.7 here in the U.S. And then another 520
it's making all the
elsewhere in the
money.
world. Almost $650 million for an anime movie. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
And then opening at number 6, Soul on Fire, $2.8 million brought in by this one.
Yeah, it's a faith-based
Yeah,
movie.
from Affirm Films. And then at number 5, holding the number 5 spot, Conjuring Last Rites, raking in the dollars. 6th week out from WB, $3 million brings it up to 172.6. Another $301 million elsewhere. Almost $475 million for a movie that's like number 14 in the franchise.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And just boogity boos.
Holding the number 4 spot, Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, 3rd week out, $3.5 million, bring it up to $26.5 million so far. Another $20 million elsewhere in the world. So
doing okay.
$46 million. I've been told that is was it YouTube or TikTok?
I think it's YouTube.
Or, some sort of internet thing. And then at number 3, I'm an old dude. Cool.
Some internet thing.
Some
the
internet
kids are
thing with a
wearing.
little kid. That's what the kids are into. At number 3, dropping from the number 2 spot, One Battle After Another, $6.8 million.
Netflix, according to the chat.
Okay, I see. 3rd week out has brought it up to $54.6 million. Another 83.5 elsewhere, so just under 140.
Have you seen how Fox News is wanting to cancel this movie because they're saying it's like super liberal and it's getting people like riled up against ICE, and then we need to ban this movie because it's just too political.
No, I hadn't seen any of it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I
I've seen that a lot of people are really liking it.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
You sure did.
Movie Albert said Kiss of the Spider Woman from 1985 is not a musical and is really good. And yes, it is very good.
That seems to be a thing. The whole musical thing is either a big win or a big miss. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, who was like, man, let's put J-Lo out there. And then at number 2, opening at number 2, Roofman brought in $8.1 million. That new Channing Tatum.
I read a review that said that the trailer is not the movie that they're selling. Like the movie is not what the trailer's selling you, and then it's a really good performance by Channing Tatum. So
I bet it is, man.
Yeah,
he's actually a pretty good actor.
Yeah.
I saw that they deleted some scenes from like real things because it's all based on a true story, because they're like, dude, no one will believe this, but it is what actually happened. So they pulled some of the more unbelievable stuff out of the movie, even though it was 100% true. And then opening at number 1, Tron Ares, bringing in $33.2 million. Another 26 elsewhere, so it's at about 60 million, but that is not.
It's $180 million budget is what they were.
That's it?
Saying that was about. That's what that one was.
That's low for Disney. But,
Well, it's not Marvel,
Yeah.
So.
But I'm sure Disney was expecting over 100 opening weekend. And I don't know who told them that was going to happen. But
Idiots. Don't believe them. But that is our box office roundup, and that is our show. So thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe wherever it is you want to download this podcast. You can listen to the audio version of this only wherever it is you get your podcast. Just search for the Drive-In Speaker Box podcast, or tell your smart speaker to play the Drive-In Speaker Box podcast. You can follow our Discord. You can get in the comments. You can see the Twitch pre-show. There's a lot of stuff to do in the Drive-In Speaker Box verse. Make sure you get it on the World Wide Webs at our link tree at driveinspeakerbox.com. So yeah, I guess that's it, right?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, until then, we'll see you next week, and trick or treat, I
See ya.
guess.
As you leave the theater, folks, please be careful. Don't let this happen to your car. Be sure to remove the speaker before you leave. If you should accidentally pull a speaker loose, please turn it in at our snack bar or box office. Thank you.